welcome back to another episode of UnorthoBlocks. This is episode 28? Yeah, I think it's 28. And the last episode we took on not 4 but 5 ocean monuments and found ourselves loads of sponge, which I used to drain all of this river out, which in all fairness didn't actually take that long. There is a few questions though. If we just take to the sky over here, I don't think it's going to... Oh no, is it over here? No, this bit over here. I don't think it's going to be a problem, but we might have to drain this bit. Yeah, it's going to be a problem, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to have to drain that bit, I think. Definitely going to have to drain some of this river as well, by the looks of it. Oh, I didn't want to have to do that. Okay, fair enough. We'll probably have to cut it off about there. That's a bit annoying. And over here as well, we might have to drain this bit of river as well. There's quite a lot of cod in there, isn't there? Jeez. So it looks like I've still got quite a lot of draining to do, which is rather annoying. I thought I got most of it out, but apparently not. So I suppose let's get on with that. I've got loads of resources, so that's not a problem, but I really thought I've already done it. So I suppose what I could do in the meantime is actually build the farm, and then later on I'll go around draining all of them rivers, because this is going to take a while in itself. I've got a beacon somewhere. I think it's in one of them shulker boxes, so I'm gonna have to set up a beacon and mine down to, I think it's like 43 or something like that. So let's get that done and I'll catch you guys in a minute. Alright, so now we've done that, we've dug down to Y42 just to give us a tiny bit of room down below. So the next thing we need to do is gather a load of obsidian. I mean, there's two ways I can do it really. There's a way where it involves a lot of fence gates, and I mean a lot, or the other way we can do it is through using the nether and nether portals. I still haven't quite figured out. I'm still tempted to go the nether portal route, but I do have a lot of wood as well, so we could go fence gates. Oh my god, I literally just flew in this lava pit and almost died. Whew. Oh, just had a massive heart attack right there. Right, hopefully we can get ourselves out of this mess. I've run out of rockets, that's why. And, oh, no, that's not what we want. Dig straight up, maybe? Oh. Let's just try. Yes! We've reached civilization. Yeah, I need to get to that portal there, and I've got 2.5 stacks on me. Not even 2.5 stacks. Do you think we'll be able to make it? And the answer is yes, we did make it with 15 blocks to spare. And the reason I fell off is because of the blaze. And then I flew over to there into a lava pit and yeah, almost died. Luckily not though. I think I've come to the decision to actually just use fence gates and do it that way. So it just basically means a lot of placing of fence gates. Just because I don't really want to tackle the nether at the moment. There are a load of mobs around though. So as I was saying, where we are in the nether is not really a good place to put another farm at the moment, because we're right over a nether fortress. So it's probably a best way to... Ooh, hello. It's probably best if we don't use the nether for this farm and just use a load of fence gates and signs. So I do have a lot of wood. Where are we? Where's my wood? Here. No. Oh, I got a lot of wood in here and also a full shulker box here. So we should have enough wood to finish this project. It's just going to be a tedious thing to do. So let's jump down here. I think squid spawn from 43 onwards, and we're at 42. So squid spawn there from there onwards, I think. Yeah, so this is 46 here, basically. Just had to double check there. So that's the rate where the spawning. That's where the squid can spawn from, and I think it's up to 63, and I've got no rockets on me. Oh, why do I do this stuff to myself? I should have learnt that lesson in the nether. Oh. Alright, so inventory management complete. I've got some rockets and a load of other stuff, mainly signs and fences. So the idea from this farm is basically we're going to have a row of signs on this row here, which is 45, I believe. Looking at block, yeah, 45 on the Y. So just above that is where squid can spawn. So where squid can spawn, let's just do this quickly. We're going to have fence gates. So let's just use this corner as an example. So we're going to have fence gates like that. And then the same on this side. That's a misplaced one. Let's get rid of that. And then we'll open them. So, as I was saying, we're going to have some fence gates like that. And then in between this, we have some water. So, let's place some ice down like that. Oh no, it needs a block underneath it, doesn't it? Oh, that's so annoying. No. Oh, what if we do that then? Oh, will that turn into water? Yeah, it will. And then that, yeah, cool. So, we do that. And yeah, so the squid will spawn there and then drop down here, and then we'll kill him like this, and then we can just continue this like so with the fence gates around here. Let's just do that. Open them up. It's so much easier building it with ice. I've just realised that. And then obviously we have some signs like that, so we can do that. And then we just continue that pattern all along here, basically. So that's the pattern we've got, and the squid should spawn there after a certain distance. I think it's like 24 blocks or something. So let's continue with this and see how far we can get. Alright, so progress update. I did record a clip, but OBS seems to crash. So what I was on about is this checkered pattern down here with the water and fence gates. That's basically what I'm replicating here, but on some farm designs they actually require for you to do that for 2 blocks, then to have a row of signs, then to do that again, and so on and so forth, repeat, rinse and repeat. But I've just decided to do long columns of water and then fence gates, water and fence gates in this checkered pattern, just a bit differently, and I'm hoping this should work, although I'm not entirely sure what the rates will be, but it's a fun project anyway. It's just a bit time consuming. I've got a rhythm to this now. It's just getting a bit late where I am, so I'm going to give this a rest for today, and that bat is distracting me, and start on it in the morning. Alright, so it's the next day now, and I have completed putting all the fence gates and all the ice in. So the only thing we need to do now is to turn this ice into water, which is easier said than done, considering hopefully I can do this without too much of a problem, but considering it was kind of a pain in the butt to place all these fence gates, it's probably not going to be as easy as I thought. I could have done this as I was going, but I thought it would be easier doing it this way, and if I had a fortune pickaxe and not a silk touch one, it would be a lot faster. So I might actually just see if I can find one quickly. And yes, there has to be a zombie right at well, that showed him where to go, didn't it? Right, so I found a pickaxe that should hopefully work for this. So let's just find out. And are they all water sources? Yeah, so this should work basically. All the way to the bottom, and then we swim back up. And then we just rinse and repeat here. So I'm gonna get doing this and catch you guys once I've done, I guess. So the good news is that we've got all the water in now. The bad news is this design spawns cod as well, which isn't really the best. I suppose it's probably a better salmon farm than it is ink farm at the moment. I've literally only got one ink sac out of this at the moment. Where are they all spawning then? Yeah, it must be here. So it looks like I've got a lot of draining to do. Like, because I've got to drain that part and over one of these areas. This area as well, I think. By the looks of it. I've got my hitboxes on just to check to see the spawns in the farm. So if we fly over to here, we probably won't see much. Just because the aquatic mob cap is probably already taken up by all the other ones in the river. So let's just drop down here and check. Come on. Oh! Okay. We're getting some squid at least. That's 4, but quite a lot of cod as well. Like quite a 21 cod. This is a really good cod farm. I don't know why you would want a cod farm, but it's a good cod farm. Not really ink sacs though. We might have to change that. How can we change that? Because I didn't realise cod could spawn on a 3x1, but apparently they can, which is a bit annoying. Alright, so I've just come up with a plan that might work. So if we shift click down, we want to leave 2 block gap, which is on these fence gates, and then shift click a sign there and done, and keep doing that every 2 blocks, and that should technically work and stop the is that a waterlogged? Yeah, that should be fine, hopefully. Oh, that's free as well. They'd be waterlogged though, that's the only thing, but that should stop the cod from spawning. So might have to do this literally on every pillar where the water is, which is going to be quite annoying. I've kind of put in some fence gates to limit the amount of cod that are spawning, not cod, salmon that are spawning, but we're still getting a few salmon that are spawning, but we are getting more ink than we used to, I think. So this farm should be a decent source of ink once we get rid of the oh, hello, we've even got a patrol here. Yeah, once we get rid of the rivers around here. So I think we'll be alright over this side. This river should be okay and shouldn't need doing anything to. This part over here will need draining. That shouldn't take too long. I'll probably drain it just up to about there, so that needs draining, and maybe bits like that as well. This part definitely will, and over here, if we just follow this river, this bit, oh, I hit a tree. This bit will definitely need draining along here as well, and possibly up to I keep hitting trees. Ow! Possibly up to about here, I think. So we've got a lot of draining to do, but I'll do that off camera, I think. For now, I think it's probably a good idea to start on a killing chamber. So if we just go down here, yeah, we're still definitely getting a load of salmon. More salmon than squid by the looks of it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we made a good cod farm, not necessarily a good squid farm. Alright, so it's time to build the killing mechanism, I think, and it still works as a squid farm, just more cod than I would like. But anyway, so the killing chamber is just going to be water streams, and then I'm going to kill them with magma blocks, I think, and then probably have a minecart and hopper underneath. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have water on this wall here, I think. Doesn't really matter what side we have it on, and then we can break that to create infinite water sources. I'm not sure if that created one on the right hand side though. No, it didn't. Okay, so let's just do that, and then that brings us down to here. Then we can dig this down as well, another 7 blocks. Not down like that, but I mean over another 7 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it should stop there, but it stops there instead. And then here we have magma blocks, and then minecart and hopper to collect them. So let's get this sorted, and I'll catch you guys once I've done it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so that went to plan, didn't it? So I mined into a cave that was unlit, and a creeper literally just dropped on top of me and blew me up. Oh, and we're back here at least, so we haven't lost that much time. Hopefully my items haven't despawned either, but we should probably sleep just to make sure. So I'm really hoping my items are still there, because that would suck if they're not. So I've literally just dropped down here, and looks like most of them are still here. Got my trident back. Almost lost that. Almost lost my redstone box. There's my helmet. Anyway, I'm going to get on with building the killing chamber still. Alright, so after realising that they can swim in flowing water as well, it's kind of pointless using water to pull them into a killing chamber, really. So gonna have to get rid of this cod. I keep calling them cod. Salmon and also that squid can go. Get rid of this water and find a different way of killing them. I'll probably just have to dig underneath this platform and have minecart and hopper to collect the ink drops once they suffocated. I think that's probably the best way of doing it, to be fair. I was going to do it this way, but it doesn't seem like it wants to work. Alright, so I've changed these rails into a load of rails underneath, and then I've put a surface, I'm just using stone over the top of the rails. So now all that's left is to add this minecart and hopper, and that should collect all of the items that are on top of this row here. So all the fish, the salmon, got it right this time, and also this squidding. So let's just push, let's just give that a push. That should then go all the way around, and then should end up there to collect the items and put them into this chest here. So they're just the items that I've managed to accumulate since building this. So hopefully this works. Where is it? It's there. So there we have it. It's on its way back. So that shouldn't be a problem. We shouldn't get any mob spawns here. We do definitely have a mob problem around here, but I'm not going to bother with that because this isn't a mob farm. Well, it is, but it's not that kind of mob farm. So yeah, so I think we could probably call this done for today. There is still a lot to do. We still need to drain all of the rivers around, but if I go say 26 blocks away from this, I probably need to be a bit higher actually, thinking about it. Let's go to the surface instead, and if I AFK on the surface for a bit, and then we can see what kind of drops we get after. But I probably need to get rid of this spider and sleep first. Alright, so I'm 26 blocks away from the squid farm. Not necessarily the center, but this should be far enough away for the squid to spawn and AFK. So I'm going to AFK here for about an hour or so and see what kind of rates we get out of this. Bearing in mind, we haven't exactly done all we need to do yet, so this will just give me a good idea of what kind of rates we're going to get in this farm. Alright, so it's been about an hour since I last recorded the last clip, and the sun is going down, so let's check to see how much squid or ink we got out of that. Let's just go down this way. I do need to get a proper way of getting up and down here, but let's check this chest. And 26 squid in an hour. Like, that's not really that good, is it? That means that the spawning rates aren't that good by the looks of things, and I'm on my own, so yeah, that's a concern really. That basically means I've got to clear all of the rivers around here, which is a bit of a pain, but I'm sure we'll be able to do it at some point. Right, so I've made it to the top, and yeah, I basically need to clear this whole river going around. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to leave it there for an episode. So, thank you very much for watching. My name is MightyHigh. If you like this video, then please click the like button, and if you really liked it, then click the subscribe button and ding that bell for further uploads. I've been MightyHigh, and thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.